Have you ever noticed how, after 60, some days feel heavier than others? Like you wake up and everything takes just a little more effort, your legs feel stiff, your energy dips faster, and you wonder if this is just how life is going to be from now on. If you've had that feeling too, believe me, you're not alone. Many of us reach a point where we start to question whether our best days are behind us. But here's something I want to tell you right from the start: growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. You still have so much strength, and with just a few mindful shifts, your body and mind can feel more alive than they have in years. As we get older, it's true that our bodies go through natural changes. The joints aren't quite as flexible, digestion slows a bit, and yes, energy levels can fluctuate. But these shifts aren't a sentence. They're simply signals, little nudges reminding us that it's time to adjust how we care for ourselves. You don't have to accept fatigue, stiffness, or mental fog as your new normal. In fact, with just a few small changes in how we live each day, you can avoid some of the most common health traps and reclaim a lifestyle full of vitality and purpose. In today's video, we're going to explore 5 common health pitfalls that sneak up on so many of us after 60, but the good news is, they're easy to avoid once you know what to look out for. Each one we talk about today comes with a gentle, doable fix, nothing overwhelming, nothing too complicated. These are things you can start doing right now, and trust me, they can make all the difference in how you feel tomorrow, next week, and even 10 years from now. And if you love topics about health, psychology, and meaningful life like this, don't forget to give me a like, a share, and press the subscribe button on the channel. I'm on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, so I can continue spreading more useful, healing content to our beautiful community. Thank you for being part of it. Now, let's begin with the first habit, something so small, but it can quietly take a huge toll on your body if left unchecked. And that's not drinking enough water. I know, it sounds simple. But you'd be surprised how many people over 60 walk around mildly dehydrated almost every day without realizing it. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally declines, meaning you might not feel thirsty even when your body truly needs fluid. And dehydration isn't just about dry lips or a parched throat. It can lead to fatigue, dizziness, muscle cramps, and even confusion. Sometimes, what feels like memory loss or low energy is really just a sign that your body is running on empty. A good way to stay ahead of this is to create gentle rituals around water. Keep a glass of water beside your bed and drink it first thing in the morning. Carry a small water bottle around the house with you, yes, even at home. And if you find plain water boring, try adding a slice of lemon or a sprig of mint to give it a bit of personality. Warm herbal teas also count toward your fluid intake, so feel free to sip chamomile or ginger tea throughout the day. And here's a helpful visual: every time you water your houseplants, ask yourself, have you had water today, too? Keeping yourself well hydrated keeps everything in your body running more smoothly, from your digestion to your circulation to the clarity of your thoughts. It's one of the easiest, most affordable ways to feel stronger and more alive, without needing any pills or procedures. Now, while we're on the subject of what fuels our body, let's gently step into the second health pitfall: ignoring muscle loss. After 60, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass. It's part of the aging process, but that doesn't mean we have to accept frailty or weakness. The danger here isn't just about not being able to lift things or open jars. It's about balance, stability, independence. Weak muscles can lead to falls, and falls can be life-changing at this stage of life. The key is to stay ahead of the curve, not by going to a gym or lifting heavy weights, but by incorporating simple strength-building movements into your daily life. Think about movements that mimic what you already do. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. Climbing the stairs with a little intention, not rushing but really engaging your legs. Holding onto the counter while you do gentle leg lifts while brushing your teeth. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day of these small, repeated actions can preserve, and even rebuild, muscle strength. And the best part? You don't need to do it all at once. Spread it out. Make it part of your routine. Maybe while watching TV, try standing up and sitting down 10 times during the commercials. Maybe hold onto the wall and do 5 gentle squats before bed. Every little bit helps. The feeling of being strong in your body, the confidence that comes with moving without fear, that's something worth investing in every single day. It's not about looking a certain way. It's about living with freedom, with dignity, and with the quiet joy of knowing your body can carry you where you want to go. And that brings us to the next quiet trap that many people don't even realize they're falling into, and that's skipping meals, or eating too little. You might not feel as hungry as you used to, or you might find cooking to be more of a chore these days. Maybe you've even told yourself, I'm not doing much today, so I don't need to eat much. But here's the truth. Even if you're not working a full-time job or running marathons, your body still needs fuel, especially quality fuel, to keep your organs, brain, and muscles functioning the way they're supposed to. When you skip meals or don't eat enough nutrient-rich food, your body has to work harder with less. That can lead to fatigue, mood swings, and even a weakened immune system. It also sets the stage for other issues, like bone thinning, brittle nails, and slower wound healing. And it's not about eating large meals or fancy dishes. It's about eating enough of the right things. A bowl of oatmeal with some fruit in the morning. A simple veggie soup with beans or lentils for lunch. A small piece of fish or tofu with steamed vegetables for dinner. You don't need a big appetite. You just need a little bit of planning and a lot of care. And if you find yourself eating less because of loneliness or loss of motivation, that's okay too. It happens more often than people admit. One lovely way to bring joy back into eating is to make it social again. Invite a neighbor for tea. Join a small lunch group at your community center. Even sitting near a window and playing soft music while you eat can make meals feel more meaningful. Eating well isn't about restriction, it's about nourishment, celebration, and loving your body through every stage of life. Now that we've talked about how hydration, muscle strength, and nourishment can quietly shape the way you feel each day, let's keep going. Because next, we're going to talk about something that sounds small, almost invisible, but can have an enormous impact on your overall health and even your sense of happiness. I'm talking about poor sleep habits. And I know, sleep can feel tricky as we get older. Maybe you fall asleep easily but wake up in the early hours and can't drift back. Or perhaps your nights feel broken, and you find yourself napping during the day to catch up. If this sounds familiar, again, you're in very good company. Our sleep patterns do naturally change with age. Melatonin levels decrease, our circadian rhythm may shift, and certain medications or health conditions can interfere with deep rest. But here's the thing, sleep is not just a passive activity. It's when your body repairs, your brain resets, and your heart gets a break. A lack of restful sleep can contribute to memory issues, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, even depression. That's why it's so important not to write it off as just part of aging. So what can help? First, try creating a gentle, dependable bedtime ritual. Think of it as preparing your body and mind to rest, just like you gently rock a child to sleep. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Avoid the news or any stressful conversation late in the evening. Sip a calming tea, maybe chamomile or lemon balm, and turn off screens. Instead of scrolling or watching late-night TV, try listening to soft instrumental music or reading a few pages of a peaceful book. Your body thrives on cues, and over time, it will recognize these signals and respond with better, deeper sleep. Another tip? Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and cozy. Add a weighted blanket if it helps you feel safe and grounded. Keep a notepad near your bed to jot down anything that's on your mind, so your thoughts don't race all night. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't panic. Don't fight it. Get up for a moment, stretch, and then try again. Trust that your body wants to sleep, it just might need some gentle retraining. It may take time, but when you finally start getting consistent, restful nights, you'll be amazed how much better your body feels. Your energy improves, your thinking clears up, and your mood softens. It's like pressing a reset button, every single night. Now, speaking of clarity and mood, there's another sneaky health pitfall that quietly takes its toll after 60. One that often goes unnoticed because it's not about what we do with our bodies, but rather what we carry in our minds. It's social isolation, and it can be just as harmful to your health as smoking or obesity. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it has real, physical consequences. It can increase the risk of heart disease, weaken the immune system, and even speed up cognitive decline. And yet, for so many people over 60, isolation slowly creeps in. Friends move away. Loved ones pass on. Families get busy. Mobility changes make it harder to get out. Days can go by with little conversation, and over time, silence starts to feel like the new normal. But let me remind you, you were never meant to live in silence. Human connection is not just something that's nice to have, it's something we need. Your voice matters. Your story matters. And there are people out there right now who would love to share a cup of coffee, a laugh, a walk, or even just a phone call with someone like you. If getting out of the house feels hard, start small. Call an old friend, even if it's been years. Join a group, even virtually, maybe a book club or a gentle yoga class. If you're spiritual, consider visiting a local temple, church, or meditation group. Or get involved in something that gives you a sense of purpose, volunteer to read to children, help at a food pantry, or lend your skills to a cause that matters to you. Purpose and connection often walk hand in hand. And remember, connection doesn't always mean a crowd. One good conversation can warm your heart more than a room full of people. Even a brief chat with a kind stranger at the market can lift your mood. The goal is not to be surrounded, it's to feel seen and heard. And you deserve that, every day. So, we've talked about hydration, movement, nourishment, rest, and connection, each one a thread that weaves into the beautiful fabric of your well-being. And yet, there's one more piece that ties it all together. It's not a habit, exactly, but a mindset. A choice. Something that affects every decision you make for your health, every single day. We'll move into that next. And that final piece? It's something many people overlook, not because they don't care about it, but because it feels abstract, hard to grasp or measure. But once you tune into it, everything starts to shift. I'm talking about giving up on your own health too early. That quiet, subtle voice that says, I guess this is just how it is now, or I'm too old to change anything. It's not always loud, but it's powerful. It can slip in when you're tired, when things ache, or when the people around you seem to expect less from you. But here's the truth, your age doesn't define what's possible for you. Not even close. Every single day you wake up is another chance to feel stronger, more alive, more in control. Yes, your body is different now. It may take longer to bounce back. It may need more rest, more support. But that doesn't mean it's given up on you, so don't give up on it. You see, what really causes a decline after 60 isn't just physical wear and tear. It's resignation. That quiet decision to stop trying. That belief that your best years are behind you. But think about this, how many people do you know who became wiser, calmer, or even happier after retirement? How many discovered new hobbies, new friendships, or even a second career after 60 or 70? It's not too late unless you decide it is. And it doesn't have to be about big changes. You don't need to start running marathons or transform your entire life in one day. But you can go for a walk, stretch your body, eat one more vegetable, or drink one more glass of water. You can learn something new, even if it's just how to send a photo on your phone or make a new dish you've never tried before. Every small act tells your body and your brain, I'm still in this. I still care. One woman I spoke with recently told me she picked up watercolor painting at age 72. She had never painted before in her life, and she joked that her first few paintings looked like a child's fridge art. But the joy she felt just putting brush to paper, that quiet, meditative joy, she hadn't felt that in decades. And now? Her paintings fill her hallway, each one a reminder that it's never too late to discover something new. Another gentleman, 68 years old, had a history of joint pain and chronic fatigue. He was convinced that slowing down was just what he had to do, until he began going to a community pool 3 times a week. At first, it was 5 minutes of slow walking in the shallow end. Then 10. Then gentle stretches. Now, he swims for 30 minutes, laughing with others, and says he hasn't felt this light in years. These stories aren't rare. They're everywhere, quietly unfolding behind closed doors, in small acts of bravery, in people who decided they weren't done yet. And you, listening right now, are part of that same story. You have the power to avoid these common health traps not by being perfect, but by being persistent, by choosing to care, to try, to adjust, and to ask for help when you need it. And maybe the most important part of all? Be gentle with yourself. Progress doesn't mean every day is perfect. Some days, you'll forget to stretch. Some nights, you won't sleep well. Some meals might not be the healthiest, and some mornings, your energy may be low. That's okay. It's not about never falling, it's about not staying down. You are not here to perform. You are here to live. And living means growing, even if it's slowly, even if it's messily. So, if something you heard today resonated with you, even just one small thing, I hope you'll take that as a sign. A sign that your health, your strength, your spirit, they're all still very much alive. They just need your attention. They need your kindness. And they need your belief. And now, my friend, I want to thank you. Thank you for being here, for listening, for caring enough about your well-being to spend this time with me. You are not invisible. You are not done. You are valuable, wise, and strong, and you deserve to feel that way every single day. If you found this video helpful or even just comforting, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, or even just a simple hello. And don't forget, give this video a like, share it with someone you love, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing this warm and supportive community together. I'm on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers, and every click helps us reach more people who might need a message just like this one. So take a deep breath. Feel the strength that's still within you. And remember, a meaningful, joyful, healthy life doesn't end at 60 or 70 or even 90. It simply evolves. And that evolution, that journey, is something truly beautiful. Here's to living your best life at any age.